The Bib-Control client contains several modules, which we have already seen in our PowerPoint slide. MIS, Enterprise Reporting, OLAP Data Mining, and Application Builder. How would you see it here? You have this data views part, which is more or less the application builder. I will show you an example in another client later on, what this could be for you later. And then we have this OLAP data mining part. This is the part that we will look at now. And then we have reporting here, MIS, and the online cockpit, which is also part of that what we will do the next hour, I think. I will switch to OLAP now. And what you see then is you have always a tree structure inside of Bib-Control. It's the same with all the areas here, with all the modules. You have always a tree structure, and on the right side you see the content of the items that you have here on the left side. For example, our copies on loan queue. We know it from yesterday. If we click it here inside Bib-Control, we will see the copies on loan queue here on the right side. And you can work the same way with the data like in the report viewer. The big advantage is that everything that you do here, and if you create something new, it can be saved in the left side into the tree structure. So, for example, if you want to create a cube or a new view, for example, then you can create it in this left tree structure. And just to show you how you do this, I will play a little bit around with the data here. So I change my report a little bit so that borrower group is on the left side, unit is above the data, then we switch from the tree mode back to the classic representation, and maybe we can also do this material type and place it next to the borrower group, and we select the empty borrower group, and that is maybe the view that we wanted to create. And to answer a question from this morning, how can we comment a new view so that everyone sees afterwards from when is the data, for example. We can use the properties section here. So we go to properties, change the title, copies alone, borrower group, for example. And then we can change also header information in order to get comments into our cube. It can be done by changing the header or by changing the footer information. We will change the header information. It should be visible in the cube. By the way, this checkbox visible in the cube only has the following meaning. Normally, when you do this, you do it mainly for exporting data. You put comments in the cube. If someone gets a PDF document that he sees from yesterday or that's from the day before, and it contains the following filters. If you are working directly in Bib-Control, you sometimes don't need it because it's always actual data. So you have the possibility to switch the comments off, and this is this checkbox here, what you see here. Yeah, but you can now put any comment that you like, and you can also put in system variables, a lot of them. I think the most important would be this one, creation date of the cube, and you simply choose it in this combo box and say paste. Then you get a system variable. That's in German, but it has to be because it will be replaced afterwards by a job with the correct date. And if I say OK now, then you see you have this information. Data is from the 21st October. And when you save this now and publish it later to the online cockpit and afterwards load it, for example, with the report viewer, and this was a question, then you always see the data was from the 21st of October. So that you always know you're working with old data or you're working with actual data. So this is a way to put comments into a cube. And yes, if we want to save this information now, then we have the possibility to save this information as a view directly into our tree structure here. And that is what we do now. We press Save View. You can also do this if you like.
Yes, another name than you. Then.
Yeah, and that is important. You should choose another name than I, because otherwise we would have different ones. I call it copies along borrower. And then I can choose between three options here. You can save it as a subcube, as a view, or as a file. What does it mean? If you save this as a subcube, then you create a physically new subcube which contains data. If you save this as a view, then this means it only contains the information what you have done with pivoting and filtering. It only gets the existing cube and then does all the pivoting and filtering. And if you save it as a file, then you would save it directly on your laptop, for example. So subcube means it contains data, but it will be saved in the database inside this tree structure. View means it only contains the information what you did with pivoting, etc., but will be saved in the database.
But then it will have different data next time.
Yeah,
so
correct.
So we move the data is from.
Correct. If you save it as a subcube, it will be fixed in the first moment. I can show you how it looks like. I will first save it as a subcube. System asked me if I want to take out or delete some of the dimensions. There is something that you will not do most of the time, so you can simply press OK. And there's one other question. It asks you about the filter conditions. If this is an include filter or if it's an exclude filter. If you want to include something or want to exclude something. This is important if the cube gets new data. It has to decide if there's a new attribute value. It has to know the filtering which was done in the dimension. Was it an include filter or was it an exclude filter? For example, you have the dimension year, and you chose, you have 4 years in this dimension, 2012, 13, 14, and 15. And you could only choose 12 and 13, and set include filter. This would mean if 2016 will come, the data will not be part of this cube. If you would have chosen an exclude filter, then the new value would be part of the new cube. This is extremely important if you have other kind of attributes. Normally the system guesses the right filtering because it simply counts. If you have excluded one attribute value, then it guesses that you wanted to define an exclude with not selecting this attribute value. And if you only selected 1 out of 10, then the system guesses that you wanted to define an include filter. But sometimes there's a possibility that you have to check what the system did. Okay. So what you see now is again, a cube icon here, which is marked yellow at the moment, and which has a little F on the side. What does this mean? Yellow means it's a personal cube at this moment. It's only visible for me as a user admin underscore ENG. And the F means that it's fixed. The data will not be touched when new data comes into the system. But you can also, if you go to the properties of this cube, which is on the property menu, on the context menu, you can also say you don't want to fix this cube, so new data should come to the cube, and you want to make it a public visible object, and if you do this, then it looks the same as this one. And changing it from a personal to a public object means that when it comes to the authorization, I want to translate permissions here, I think it's better would be authorization. That this cube is available in this part, and that you can say, okay, this user is allowed to view this data. If it's personal, it's only visible for you as with this username. So this would mean if you have several users using the client, you can also have your complete personal area. You can create your own folders, you can create views, your own subcubes, etc. So you have your own analysis built in this client. And if you want to show anybody your work, you have the possibility to make it a public visible object, and anyone else who gets the authorization can take a look. It's, by the way, very much the same with the online cockpit. You can have several users per client in the online cockpit, and you can also do the authorization on cube level. You can also say you have personal objects, and you have maybe groups that are allowed to use several cubes, and other groups are not allowed to use them. That's also possible. Okay, but as I said, you can also save this as a view, and that will be the next option, and that is normally the option that you will choose, saving it as a view. I call it copies on loan borrower group 2, and we'll save it as a view. Same question regarding the borrower group, and this will look like this at the moment. Again, yellow, another icon. This icon means it's a view. Yellow means it's personal at the moment, but you can also make it a public object. You cannot fix it or unfix it because it contains no data. It only contains information about how the dimensions are placed. So copies on loan borrower group 2, that's your view.
Can you import things from the report view and link to the client?
Not easy. It's not. You mean a template, for example?
The things that would be.
Yeah.
Templates.
I don't think that it's possible at the moment. You can. Oh, no. Yeah. No, in fact, you can. Yeah, you can. Good work. Yeah. You can import definition files. So,
export
which
the
yeah.
CUV files and the other files as something.
Yeah. You can import CUV files. Yeah. You need to. You would need to choose the right cube. The cube is also a part of the online cockpit, and then you can import the CUD file and then use it, for example, for creating a new static report for the customer. Could be a possibility.
Normally you start in the client and then also in the report.
Yeah, but this could be a solution. Customer has besides the standard reporting that he has got through the online cockpit, has built some own templates and asked you if it's possible to create a standard report out of my template. And then you get the template, load it into the system, and publish it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Yeah. Okay. So what we have done so far is we have created a copy or a new subcube. We created a view based on a cube, and what we will do now is we will publish information into the online cockpit. And that's really easy. You only have to press this HTML export button. And if you press this button, you will see the tree structure of the online cockpit. This is, we will compare it, exactly the structure that you see here in the online cockpit. And what we can do now is we select the loans folder and say, okay, our new report should be the name of it, and then you can decide what should be published. Should it be published as static HTML together with Excel and PDF functionality? Then you would choose the first option here. But you can also output it as an OLAP cube file, as a data analysis file, or as only as an Excel document, only as PDF document. These are the options that you have. And we will choose the first one at the moment, our new report. Additional documents were created, and we can also, this is the option that we discussed yesterday when there was a question about charting. You can also automatically create a chart together to the data, but in this example I wouldn't do this. It would be a lot of rubbish, I think. But maybe we can later on we can create a little report which also allows us to create a proper chart. Okay, so we have chosen this description. We choose this folder, and then we say OK. Again, the question regarding the borrower group and filtering. And now the system is updating the online cockpit. And if we go to the online cockpit now, we can also do this if you like. Then you will see nothing, I think, because I have to allow you at first to see it. Oh, no, you are administrator, so you will see nothing. You will see the report. Here it is.
But you didn't see mine. I could see mine, but not yours.
You inside the Bib-Control client.
Oh, there I see also yours. But when I went to the Bib-Control,
I can see yours.
yes, ny rapport fra JCS, but I don't see your.
We can see his, but not yours.
Yeah.
Does it
could
sound
be. Have you in the online cockpit?
online cockpit? Yes.
Yes. because you are logged in as user administrator.
And you are administrator
I created this with another user,
Yes.
and it's
Of course.
private at the moment.
Yes, of course.
So, therefore, I see only mine, but I can change this.
Oh, yes.
In the property section, I will make it a public object, and what you can do directly on the object is determine who shall see the object, but you are administrator, you will see it at once I turn it to a public object. So if I say OK here, and if you press F5 now, you should see it.
Our new report. As well as.
Now, when you click on
Yes.
the report, you have the data, and if we go to the right, pressing on the right bulb, the Excel PDF download. So it's very, very easy from the OLAP cube to publishing a new static report and Excel PDF functionality. It's if you imagine the customer rings you on the phone, telling you I need this kind of figures, this kind of report. You only have to log into the client, log into the Bib-Control client, choose the customer, choose an appropriate cube, change a view, publish it, and
Invoice 10 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. And this report will afterwards, every night, generated from the system. Will be available in the morning for the customer. Okay. Did everyone get it? Any questions to this part?